Hi all, I'm Pokey. This is my single segment run, and we have some commentators besides me.
I am Runner Guy 2489.
I'm Cosmo.
This is Giano,
And this is Ring Rush.
and we're going to do some commentating. And it's going to be amazing.
Alright, so this is the most updated route of the game finally, and we finally have a new speedrun, so it's going to be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Nobody here has seen it yet, except for me, of course, but
Yes, hopefully we get some surprises in there.
We generally know what the route is overall, but no one's pulled off all the tricks in one run, so.
Alright, so while we're watching the really long intro cutscene, just a brief explanation of what this run is going to be. This is a single segment run, which means it is all in one sitting, and he is not allowed to use save wards. So, anyone else want to explain?
And he's going to be catching a whole lot of bugs.
That too.
Yeah, so there's some diversions he has to take in order to complete it without save warping, which includes like getting the hover boots and going back through the dwarf time. And
that adds like 15 minutes to the run.
Which is why you can't really compare a single segment run to a segmented run.
this is on N64 version 1.0, which doesn't really help that much in this run, except super easy. Still the rod glitch.
Did you do it?
And if you came here to watch dungeons, you may be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, I entered one dungeon and it's for like 2 minutes.
Yeah. This run's not going to be exciting, really. Not
The
gonna lie.
child section will be, but
Yeah, that's it.
and the Ganon's castle, I guess.
At least we don't have to watch the lullaby cutscene.
Yeah. Thank you, Cloudstorm.
Yeah, recently a glitch was discovered that allows, well, I'm not going to say exactly what it does, it allows you to skip watching the lullaby cutscene, which saves a lot of time, frustration, and mental agony.
Indeed.
One of the biggest things I'm looking forward to seeing is getting to the castle before night, because Hoki has to go to Kakariko first, and then get to the castle, and time doesn't pass during town, but every single second in the field is going to count.
Yeah, that was probably the most frustrating part of this run.
At least it's the start.
Yeah, but let's say the 7 minute mark, it has to be like really perfect. And then if you finish like the hardest parts of the run, then you might not make it because of if you messed up at the beginning.
Right.
So you could enter Kakariko and not even know if you had enough time.
That would kind of suck.
Yeah, it does suck, especially when you jump on the bridge and you don't make it.
But once you make it to adult, the rest is like fucking easy mode.
Well,
To a point.
no, I don't like the pressure at Ganon's castle. It's not fun.
You also do a lot of tricks like super slides and stealing rods.
Pressure jump.
Stealing the rod does not count on 1.0.
It takes height hovering.
You do the pressure jump.
Yeah.
That's pretty pro because it only
Hey,
saves
Puppy,
like
how many times did you make it to Ganon's castle? Just the once before this?
What?
In your attempts, how many times did you make it to Ganon's castle, or was it just the once before this?
3 times.
Oh, wow.
The first one I finished, it was on Japanese, and I ended up beating it by 4 minutes on English version, but that was an old route. And then the second time, I got to Ganon's castle and got killed by the Dinalfos, but that's not bad because the route changed like the next day.
Very nice.
Really good cookie route so far.
it's really good.
Unmatched so far.
I think I'd be happy with that in a segmented attempt.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
Am I behind or are you guys up to the sword yet?
We just got to the sword.
Okay, then we're all good.
Did you hit the lottery here?
No, I didn't.
That's
I hate it. I'm cursed. I didn't get any bomb drops from bushes in this run.
Bombs for more bombs, in my opinion.
yeah.
I did.
definitely.
I tried that, it didn't work. And I tried
Oh,
boss juice for bombs.
Did you get all the bombs from the grave?
Yeah.
Dude, you just weren't doing it right. You have to see up and look at the bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this bad manipulation, I think, if I remember correctly. There's one.
You only need 2. Where's the other one? There it is.
There we go.
That's all you need, dude.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping I would have gotten 3 right there.
We wouldn't really save any time though.
Yeah, just those 2 from the grass right there. It's not a
Okay,
huge
those 2 were
spot.
really close together. I hate it. I thought that I got the one closer to the shop, but I didn't.
And nice backflip into the shop.
Oh, my forest escape is epic.
Spoilers.
Oh no,
You still don't line it up, right?
I don't line it up.
Alright, as if you couldn't tell from the conversation so far, the very first glitch of the run is going to come very, very soon. As you heard Pokey say, it is the forest escape glitch, and we'll explain more as it gets closer.
Which is right now.
We'll get 2 minutes to talk about it as well.
Cosmo, you better be taking notes.
It's true, I'm notoriously bad at this.
Wow, that was fast as fuck, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
I'm good at my own escape. Who'da thunk it?
Yeah, Pokey
Yeah.
actually discovered that method to escape the forest. I was the first person to actually find an escape, but there's been like 4 or 5 since.
And I originally called it crouch stab escape, but I don't know. The name Pokey escape just caught on somehow. Yeah, sorry for my southern accent. I can't help it.
He was born with it.
Thank God there's no owl skips.
There is
With the deck
house-
stick.
yeah,
With the deck stick, I mean.
I originally wanted to do that, but I couldn't do it. And then I found the new method, which is coming up soon.
Alright, just to explain a bit about the trick you just saw, because we didn't really explain it much. What he was doing is using the recoil to hit a wall, push himself with high speed into the Kokiri guard. What this basically does is, in effect, clip slightly into him, just enough so that the game thinks you're on the other side of him. You just go under it? Yeah. And then just, with enough speed, he rolls right under the Kokiri before he has a chance to block him, and he gets out of the forest. This skips completing the Deku tree, and it saves maybe 15 minutes.
Basically, it's the most important trick in the game.
Well, besides dot skip, but that will come to that.
Welches are pretty important.
There's a lot of important tricks. Alright, here you go. The pressure's on.
Alright, now
Yeah.
comes the speed part. Well, the whole thing's the speed part, but... you may see some videos skipping that owl, but it requires a Deku stick, which Pokey does not have, so...
Yeah, it's not worth it.
You'd have to get 10 more rupees, and the main problem is getting to the castle before night, and Pokey found a way to do it without getting a stick, so...
I can't do that shit. It's too hard for me.
It's so weird. Like, I would do it live so many times that I'm not recording. But then whenever I was doing a single segment attempt, it would never work.
Oh, he's walking backwards because it's actually faster than running forwards. A lot of people get confused by this, but that's simply one of the fastest ways to move in this game is walking backwards. No idea why, it's just how it is.
And the correct term is backpedaling.
The actual
Okay, get ready for this.
Damn, that was amazing.
Yeah, that's...
Nah.
That also skips the owl on the way up, because he's in the middle of this weird animation that prevents the game from locking onto the owl. So he just gets to skip it, and that was a key trick in order to get to the castle before night, which he still has to do.
So
Yeah,
that
so
was
here's-
Okay, I'm getting the first half of the cocos or chickens, as a lot of people say.
that trick was called the Water Hyper Endless Super Slide, and it's a really long name that is kind of a waste of syllables.
Well,
But
it's-
basically, what?
It's not hyper extended super slide.
According to Swordless, it's the Aqua Slide.
It's going to be up in the sword list.
Dude, right here, my finger like slipped off of the control stick and I was struggling. Stupid 64 control stick being too big.
What?
That's good. It's a good thing.
It's so weird because the attempt I did before this, I ended it because I didn't make it to the market in time. And I told the IRC, I said, I'm definitely finishing the next attempt, which I did.
So you're going to do only half the chickens right here, is that right?
Yeah.
Or
Did you notice the last chicken I threw in there?
yeah, you got lucky on that one.
Yeah, you did.
Alright, that's a glitch called Infinite Sword Glitch. We'll explain it in a bit, but right now, just watch.
It's basically allowing him to get to the bottom of the well early.
That was pretty fast setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
That was very nice. That skips Song of Storms.
Okay. Oh crap. Right here, I have pretty cool strats for the first room. Nobody else uses it, apparently. It like cuts down the lag a lot.
Dude, that shit's hard as hell.
Yeah, I've tried it a couple times.
Pokey's just too powerful.
Well, here comes this new unloading trick.
Yeah, I don't get why if you fall down into the basement, I thought it would unload the basement too, but it doesn't.
Oh.
Alright, here it comes. It's because he's opening the door while the camera's still stuck. For some reason, Link doesn't go through the door, but it loads some of the objects in the next room, while removing some in the room he's currently in. And one of the things it removes is the water, which allows him to get to Dead Hand early, which is important because he needs to get to a certain vine so he can clip through it.
It's pretty complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of messed up the dead hand. I don't even know how it happened.
Alright, so, by the way, the glitch you saw earlier when he picked up the Cucko is called the Infinite Sword Glitch. Basically, it happens anytime you cancel a crouch stab, which is R and B, with picking up an object, or some other command on your A button.
Man, I'm sorry.
In this case, he canceled it by picking up a chicken. And what it does is it basically means you're constantly slashing your sword, and that's one other effect we'll get to later.
Wow, look how close the dead hand was to the hand. I hate this.
Your hand.
That looks like you got unlucky there with the
hand.
hand for sure.
Like, I got unlucky this whole fight.
Oh, you could have got this one though.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I didn't hit him. So I went ahead and got the 99 rupees.
That's a good idea.
And right there, I missed the jump slash, or no.
That hand is just devastating right now.
And then I
It's
didn't
unfortunate.
realize I missed the jump slash for some reason. And
No, you slashed your sword.
yeah, I know. I'm stupid. I was right there. I was wondering what happened. But then I calculated that wasted like 11 to 12 seconds, so it's all good.
Alright, dead hand dead.
Was that the biggest mistake in the run right there?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I would think so. I missed the next trick up once, but it doesn't take much time, I guess.
I saw your zigzag rolling strategies.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the vine clip. You missed it.
I don't know how. I thought I had it perfect, but
Well, you don't even pause off here, which is nice. Most people pause off that trick.
or they use take you nuts.
He's doing it the hardest method, but it saves most time.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
I don't get the when you get into the water. Like, I never swim up to the top. I just fall out. Doesn't make any sense.
It's showing your angle's wrong.
No, it isn't, man.
Your angle's pretty important there.
How come it worked?
Your angle is right there.
Alright, shoes. So, bomb shoes are a surprisingly important item in this run. In most, a normal playthrough of the game, they're pretty useless, but you'll see they're going to have a lot of uses. First one's coming up pretty soon, I think.
Yeah, it is. This is one of the only tricks I would pause buffer is coming up next. Because it's pretty random and pretty hard. Yeah.
So all you have to do is get the rest of the chickens to get the bottle and then get the hover boots. Then you're ready to go adult.
Yeah. I have to still get to the market before night.
Yeah, bottle is used a lot in this run. Normally you could skip this bottle, but in this run it's easily the fastest one to get, because you will not be getting Gerudo's bottle.
Oh, look at that cocoa manipulation.
That's pretty good.
Pro strat.
Actually, like, lose a few frames here in a minute.
Oh no.
I
You
know.
lost a few frames. It's not a TAS anymore.
Look at you going around the hole.
I was trying to, I don't know.
He went in the hole to reset the position of all the Koopos.
I saw some guana walk in there.
Dude,
Yep.
if you don't know, guana walking's a pretty good method of movement.
I use it, look at me doing the ladder jump early.
Nice.
Yeah, you did it pretty early.
At least you didn't totally miss it.
Yeah, missing it is not cool.
Yeah, I've done that before in an attempt. I was just like, I quit.
Oh, that's a good strategy. You see right there, he dropped the Cucko because flying wastes time, and he slashed to make it run towards the fence.
There's no way it's pronounced Coco. I'm sorry to say.
Kuko.
I always say Kuko.
I say Coco because I'm cool.
I guess from now on we can refer to them as chickens.
That's
Okay.
a good strategy.
Well, the chickens aren't really in the run the rest of the time, I don't think. Except for,
There's the pocket chicken.
you know what I meant. Okay, so the empty bottle.
Okay, now comes another pretty crazy glitch that's going to do some pretty crazy things. He's heading off to the graveyard, which normally you wouldn't do at this point. But now time to explain the other part of the infinite sword glitch. Another use of it is that it prevents you from falling off ledges. If you're in midair and are stopped for some reason, where I'm not sure when, you'll see maybe in a bit, it will prevent you from falling. So in effect, you can hover in midair. And you'll see various applications of this in the run. Right now is the first one, called the Choose Super Slide Warp. And just watch it, we'll explain it a bit afterwards. That's for setting up, to get the angle right. It's a very precise trick.
This is a really hard trick.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever paused buffered it in a run, ever.
I found it and I don't even know how to do it.
Like, I usually hate pause buffering things, but I don't know. I decided to pause buffer this one time.
Pause buffering, as you saw, is just pausing in order to make these tricky.
Alright, so basically, he doesn't have a strength upgrade yet, so he can't pick up the bush. But when he tries to pick it up, he like warps to it, and since he did a super slide off of it, he was very far away from it. The game warped him to it, but because he went up a slope, it doesn't reset his Z position, and he ends up being up in the air. And because he has the infinite sword glitch act, he just hovers up there, which allows him to get up to this ledge, and
Yes.
ultimately get into the Shadow Temple.
If I didn't have infinite sword glitch, I would have just fell down. Right here, I'm side hopping over the loading zone of the Shadow Temple, the torch room.
Now he doesn't fit in the door.
Now here's the last thing I pause buffer in the run, which is just because you have to be really close to the edge. I messed up my side hop angle right there.
Yeah, this is a tricky make flip actually, compared to some of the other ones.
Like, usually you don't have to have it like or be setting on its perfect place for mega flips, but this you do.
Right. And a mega flip by itself is with a choose pretty hard.
Yeah. That was a trick called, as you heard us saying, a mega flip. It's basically you roll into a damage source, shield at the right point, and backflip immediately after taking damage. The timing is really precise, so don't try this at home without watching a few videos first, but it basically allows you to cover significantly sized gaps very quickly.
Yeah, it's just the right distance to get over that ledge there, which is very helpful because you need the hover boots in a little bit.
Okay, look at that dead hand. Could you be any more obnoxious?
I hate it when he does that, like right in
Yeah,
the
I even get him out of the thing and I still missed it. Oh yeah, I have to get damage.
Oh yeah, taking damage.
Yeah, that's intentional, by the way. He's not just terrible.
I didn't even try.
Yeah, because if you die, then you're kind of screwed.
Well, right here I did. I tried on this right here.
That's risky, dude.
Dude, it only hurts 1/4 of a heart.
That's so risky.
Yeah.
Get wrecked.
You got it.
That was a good jump slash. Right before he goes underground, you have time.
That was nice. Two cycle.
Oh man, I hate this part right here. It's so embarrassing.
You landed right on it.
Right on top of the chest.
That's good accuracy, actually. Even if it's not the fastest.
I mean, like I knew where the chest was. It's just I went a little too far. Okay, you're about to see one of my favorite parts in the run. Spoilers, spoilers.
He's gonna do some cool stuff.
Yep.
I remember you talking about using a chew there, and I was thinking I'd rather save it, but you somehow managed to get to the pond with less chews than I could.
Actually, I can make it to the pond with 5 chews, but I would use 6 to be safe. But I ended up wasting the 6th one because it went up the wall. But it's all good.
Anyway, the reason he killed himself there was, as you can see, to warp him back to the front of the temple. So, basically, it prevents him from having to jump over that gap one more time. Make it look like a gap.
Which would cost another bomb chew.
Or you could just go jump into the void.
That wouldn't do anything.
To kill yourself.
Oh yeah, I was thinking no deaths for some reason. Somebody in the IRC was talking about that. I think it was Elmister saying, asking if this would be a different category or something. I don't know.
No one's going to do a no-death run of this. There's really no point.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not enough differentiation.
It saves like what, a minute.
Alright,
Okay, here's my favorite part.
Hyrule Castle.
This is for all the money right here.
Okay, I pause right here because it lets me backflip.
Oh, I like that, actually.
when there's
Yes.
something else on A.
Yeah,
It's-
that makes sense. That's a good strategy. I never thought of that.
Okay, here we go.
Is he going to make it? Well, I hope he's going to make it, but...
Oh my
Oh,
god.
my-
That is.
Oh man.
That's sick. That is just
Man.
sick.
That's how close it has to be. And he got into it at nighttime.
Now he's probably nervous as all hell at this point.
I literally was, and I've never practiced this next trick.
Oh, you're doing a trick? Whoa.
He's like, I'm gonna hope this works.
Yeah, you can jump over the door and get into the shop at night by the shield, which he needs.
Yeah. The next trick will blow your mind if you don't know what it is.
Yeah, this is one of the major tricks in Ocarina of Time. It's basically, in effect, skips 2 entire dungeons.
Well, I think, don't you still need Kokiri Emerald?
Okay, it skips 3 entire dungeons.
Yeah.
I've never seen that strat to get there.
Yeah, nor have
Yeah,
I.
that's kind of wacky.
Backwalking
Yeah.
or the side hops. Yeah.
Okay, if you're on N64 and you still have a stick, when you go forward in time, and you try to RBA, it'll crash your game.
That's,
Okay, my setup for... I had a bad angle right there, yeah.
do you pause buffer it?
No.
No.
I don't pause buffer.
Yeah, nobody paused buffer except Cosmo, I think.
Okay, I got kind
I do it
of...
every time because it's very consistent.
I got ripped off right there, I don't know.
Yeah, you missed the jump slash.
Okay, look how close this was.
Ooh, that was close.
And I accidentally did an extra jump slash inside of it.
Wow. But yeah, you see, he just went straight through that door without needing Ocarina of Time, Song of Time, Donko's Ruby, other stuff you normally need.
Basically, he skips the child dungeons.
Cuts off, what would you say, 40
Oh, yeah.
minutes? 50
Look at
minutes?
that. I hate that.
Yeah, it cuts off 40 minutes.
Sometimes your angle is all whack when you enter that, when you exit that little small cutscene.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Now time for a really long cutscene, so we'll try and keep you entertained.
6.5 minutes.
Yeah.
let's see. Is there anything we haven't explained yet?
We need to explain about the bombs on C down as adult.
Cosmo?
Well, basically, the first time you become an adult, it automatically sets certain items on your C button. It equips your Ocarina, it equips your Deku Nuts, and it also equips bombs. For some reason, if you do not have these items, they won't show up, which kind of makes sense, but bombs actually do show up even if you don't have that. So we get this little icon of a bomb, but it's like unusable. But later on, using some extensive glitches, it's possible to use the bomb on C down without actually having the bombs in your inventory.
Yeah, and if you equip over them, then you've lost them. You have to go get them legitly.
Did you have to plan like your pot when you were switching items, or is like you just keep 3 things pretty much throughout the whole thing?
I had to switch a lot of items, and I took it a little slower than I normally would have, just to make sure I don't equip over the bombs.
That's totally okay.
Elminster was going crazy about that, saying that I wasted too much time on my pause menus.
Elminster's stupid and hasn't done a run.
I know.
Dude, Elminster, he'll criticize you to the end of time, and then he'll just make the same mistakes.
Yeah. Have you seen his? Did you see his rupee route?
I didn't know.
That he uploaded it today? He didn't have the shield yet, and his time was when I would have been out of the forest. I'll find it real quick and.
Do a run?
What?
Is he doing a run?
I don't know. It was a high quality test. Okay,
Yeah.
this is gonna probably be loud, but
In conclusion, don't insult Pokey. He's actually really good.
It's just this game's been out so long, so like the bar just gets higher and higher, and it's like so difficult to actually produce a run like this. So I have to give big props to Pokey for pulling it out.
Notice that no matter where he goes, he has to optimize his movement. He has to walk backwards and do side hops, and all this, it takes a lot of practice. Even if he doesn't nail all the tricks first try, there's still so much to do in a run.
and especially in single segment after, like, the whole child section is just, I thought it was brutal.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
I didn't really accept many mistakes in it. Like, if I didn't get Vine Clip second try, I reset, and if I didn't get Shoe Teleport first try, I reset.
The metagame has just been advanced too far.
Yeah. Too bad that I don't really do any bomb hovering in this. I couldn't do my strats or your Triforce strats.
Triforce Mega Flip.
It's great though when it all comes together in a run like this though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the previous record before I started running this was supposedly hour and 43 minutes, but the recorded one was an hour and 51 minutes. But the guy didn't, he got the bombs as a child. And,
It's because getting into the Shadow Temple is ridiculously difficult with the teleport. So that wasn't like a trick that most people considered very viable. So people used to get the bombs for this.
And originally I got in using a Poe from the graveyard, which was unconditionally hard.
Completely luck based.
Yeah. Like
Enemy manipulation's really hard, and I think Pokey, you do it with the Tektite, pretty soon, right?
Yeah. I used to do 6 hovers up, but since that was with the on mushroom route, and now I only do 2 hovers up, and then I just use bomb shoes.
Yeah, the route used to consist of, after Kakariko, heading off and getting the odd mushroom, which is in the Gerudo Fortress. Because that skips part of the trading sequence, and it would be night anyway, so you'd have to wait. But Pokey found a way into Hyrule before it turned to night, so...
If you're wondering why you get the odd mushroom in Gerudo Fortress, don't. It's really confusing, and this doesn't really make sense, so...
It's hard to explain.
Most Ocarina time glitches don't make sense.
Well, they do, but some of them don't, like Golden Scale.
Dude, Pokey, try to explain ass chest to me right now.
There's a glitch called Ass
Dude.
Chest, where you can obtain items like fire arrows from the backside of a Gerudo for no reason. And
Well, there is a reason, but
Makes me want to refuse sticking up
it's
there.
because you don't have the bow and it expects you to put the bow up after you win the game. And when you don't, you can walk around and you have the grab icon on A for no reason, apparently. And you
My
can,
fire arrows, like, it's so random.
oh, the glitch that doesn't make sense is golden scale as child. Okay, here we go. Here's where I need the hover boots and
Yeah,
highlight
this is
shield.
why he got the Highland Shield and hover boots, because he's about to do a trick. This is one of the main tricks that separates a single segment run from a segmented run. Segmented can save right here and jump to the other side of the door of time. Single segment has to use the glitch to get past it. You don't.
This trick took me a little longer than I wanted to because angling is pretty,
Yeah, you have to stand in a pretty precise spot to get the recoil.
and you can't.
Uh,
Like, I don't know how this one right here didn't recoil for me.
I believe Manochi's found this one, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the only, like, no offense, but it's like the only glitch that he found, which a lot of people think he found every glitch in the game.
It's also a shame that Japanese TAS came out before this, because most of these tricks were discovered by console players.
Yeah.
And there we go. And I went go ahead and equip the items I need.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Then-
See, that's a pretty tricky trick. Difficult trick.
Tricky trick.
It's worth the time, though, I think, to set it up good.
Yeah.
What's about to go down, Pokey?
I go get the pocket chicken, and then I get a pretty cool backwalk angle. Oh, you guys see the rupee manipulation I do right here?
Okay.
It'll blow your mind.
Yes, great item. And although it may look like he's going for the Goron sword, he actually isn't. He's doing a much crazier and a much more game-breaking thing than just simply getting the Goron sword.
Whenever he's catching bugs, you know some real shit's going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a really heavy glitch in this game. When you can get a bottle on your B button, and when you catch
Wait,
stuff
watch
with the bottle-
watch this crap.
Alright.
Really quick. Get wrecked.
Oh, nice rupee there.
That's pretty sick.
That is. Because you need 20. I always end up with 19 every time.
Side roll. Okay. Continue on, Cosmo, I'm sorry.
Right, so there's a way to get a bottle on your B button, and when you catch stuff in it, it can writes values in the crazy parts of your inventory which aren't supposed to be written into, and you can end up obtaining some glitch items, and that's like a big part of this run because it allows you to get items like the medallions early.
And you only need Shadow and Spirit to
Every time he catches bugs in the bottle on B, we'll explain what he's actually getting. By which I mean Cosmo will explain what he's actually getting.
Everything that's important to the run.
Yeah.
We're not going to explain crazy junk.
Yeah, like one dive meter.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to backwalk right there because if I turned around and rolled to change my angle, I would talk to the guy who has the typo.
Gotta go all the way across the pointless Hyrule Field.
Yeah, but watch this.
Oh, inverted camera.
Oh!
That actually does save time because he has to jump over some fences.
Oh, it does save time. But it's mostly just for awesomeness.
Yeah.
It's for you guys, the viewers.
I think that it's either on. I think it was on this run. Like I didn't have to do anything for like 10 seconds. I got like 4 inverted angles in 10 seconds. It was cool. But I think that might have been on the previous attempt.
Yeah, inverted angle just takes really good timing, I think. I've never done
Yeah,
it.
I think it's pretty precise. I don't know. Had a pretty good angle there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, why didn't you get the hook? Oh, wait, you don't need to get the hook shot. Oh,
Yeah, he's skipping the hook shot with this one. One of the newest things.
I just realized that.
Come on, Gianna, we've been skipping the hook shot single segment for like 7 months now.
Dude, I'm so used to getting it. It's just ingrained into my mind.
If you didn't realize, skipping the hook shot.
Okay, here's the next sequence break.
So here's the enemy manipulation, right?
Yeah. Like, I usually, I don't know, like, my old strats were if I would wait outside of the fishing pond until daytime because I think time passes in the fishing pond, and if it turns daytime, then your egg won't hatch. I've ended a few attempts because of that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Wait. Oh wow, that's crazy.
I just got ISG off of an enemy.
This time, he's going to get into the air by shielding damage. And for some reason, the game thinks that he's stuck in air, and by the infinite sword glitch, he'll just stay in place. So watch these shield damage to get height.
This is very difficult.
Yeah, it's really hard to not kill that thing and get 2 hovers into the air.
I do kill him though.
Right now, he's shielding his
Thanks,
bones.
buddy. Boom. Get up.
Okay, see, I wasted a bomb shoot right here. I thought I was further away than I really was.
Sorry, I thought you made it up.
Like, right when I saw the bomb shoot fall, I was like, oh crap, I didn't make it.
Do you use the last bomb shoot for anything?
I used one bomb shoot for bomb luck, but I didn't get any bombs.
For the grass.
Yeah.
Dude, that rod steal is just ridiculous.
Yeah, you can steal the rod in any version of the game, but on 1.0, which Pokey's playing on, it's really fast with the hover boots. You just press B.
I thought that I heard that if this text right here came up, then you won't have the rod on B anymore. I don't know.
Oh, no.
I don't know. What happened to Gianna the other day?
No,
that's
I was
when
on
you're-
the ladder when the text
Yeah.
came, so my B button never got faded out.
Uh,
I always
no.
get that always happens. I get screwed.
In
Yeah,
order
that
to
would make
get-
sense actually, but that's crazy. So like if it went off right here when he was climbing.
Yeah, in order to get the Deku stick on B, that button has to fade first before you pause.
I
If
forgot.
not, pause and get the master sword again.
I forgot to get inverted angle right here. I'm so
Not a
bad.
big deal.
Yeah, it is. I can't hop these fences.
Give it a second.
Look at that.
You just stood there. What are you doing?
Half of a second gone right there.
Well, it's more optimized than the Japanese TAS.
The Japanese CAS didn't know how to change side hop angles.
I think if someone ever tries to improve this, they'll probably use a bomb shoe to do a hyper extended super slide out of the water on the way from Kakariko to Hylia.
There would need to be a crazy setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be so difficult. It's just like
Yeah.
another retardedly hard trick on top of everything else.
I do try to do an water HESS though, but the first time, like, I barely hit the edge of the land before I go into the water. And the second time I got it, but I didn't land on the land and I was just in the water. It was pretty depressing.
There goes the big po.
No one cares about it.
Bad memories.
Yeah, the 10th and, like, the 9th and 10th one. Okay, here we go. I mess up a little right here.
Yeah.
I do an extra pause.
A pause for no reason.
You get the stick on B with that pause, so at least
I did that on purpose and I realized, oh crap, I need the...
Yeah.
I don't know, my mind was pretty blank right there.
To trade the Kuko for the blue one, which is called Kajiro, you have to wake up this guy. So that's what he's doing.
Whoopsie.
Oh crap, I forgot about that. Oh well, 2 seconds. Elm was like freaking out about that too.
wow, Elm.
That's not a big deal at all.
Like, none of the mistakes I do in here is a big deal.
That's why you're submitting it.
Okay, if we don't have our volumes on, but if they did, I was mashing B so fast that you heard the cancellation button, which is what you hear when you don't have a DQ stick and you try to use one. But if you did this with a bottle, then you would empty your bottle and you would lose everything.
So you don't RBA with the pocket Kuko, just Kajiro.
Yeah.
Alright, reverse ball adventure time. Alright.
Oh, yeah, it's right here. This is what I do my-
right here.
Watch my camera angle changes. I have to wait a few seconds because if I went ahead and backflip right here, I would,
Lose your bugs.
yeah.
Right, the bugs go down and they burrow all at once, so we had to wait. Alright, so he has a bottle on B now.
I have a bottle over the bomb slot, too.
Right, so he has a bottle over the bomb slot, which allows for bomb drops now. And then
And
he
now
just
I-
the Giro once you right, which gives him both the bomb bag and the quiver. So now with bomb drops and a bomb bag, he can actually hold bombs and use them. So now he's going to go get some bombs.
Yeah. I had some terrible luck here. Watch this. All these bushes filled with bombs, and I got a rock.
Ouch.
Just bad luck right there.
And some more bad luck in a minute. Oh, I'm on 1.0, which right here, it's a huge disadvantage.
No, you just have to mash A. Like that's all you gotta do.
Oh, that was a good way to get around.
Good side hop there.
I think it happens the second time I try to enter. I was like, I didn't slow down enough, and yeah.
Grab the
That
edge.
pot right there is one of the only guaranteed bomb drops in the entire game.
Which sucks ass.
Watch this. I don't even know how this happens.
Yeah, this guy has with boss.
1.8.
Yeah, unlike the GameCube version and other versions, Link just falls right in the grave, but in this he jumps over it. They fixed that.
And I think it happens a little right here again. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just cursed.
This is the hardest trick in the run right here.
Yeah.
Grave.
Going for 15 bombs. How many do you get?
I get 20 or 19.
20 is a good number.
But watch this crap. Watch. I get completely unlucky again. I figure I have a bomb, so I'm just gonna use runner guy strats and
Runner guy, you let him down, dude. Watch, he's not gonna
Oh.
see up. Like, he's not gonna see up. That's why.
and
Yeah,
look at that.
You gotta see
I was
up.
like, come on, rock, and I got a rupee. So I had to go all the way back to the grave. That's probably about 20 seconds wasted, but you gotta take risks sometimes, I think.
Oh well, you've done a lot of crazy tricks so far already. It's
Yeah. You fuck.
Yeah, I got lucky in the one RTA run that I did. I got the bomb from the rock to get to 19.
Got it easy.
It was amazing.
I love getting bomb drops from rocks.
By the way, if any TASers or memory hackers are watching this, someone's got to figure out what causes bomb drops. Like exactly what the factors are, because we're all very curious.
Okay.
Yeah.
It probably just doesn't make any sense, dude.
See, I had to just regularly walk because I didn't want to talk to the those brothers. Okay, here's something I tried to do, but it. Holy crap! Okay, never mind.
Trying to be a fancy.
I just
pants.
had the version 9.1.1 version of iTunes. I don't know why I'm on iTunes, but okay, watch this.
You hit the. You fucking.
No.
Oh, that sucks.
So close, but and then to make it worse, I missed the super slide.
Dude, come on,
This
slip.
is the first, only one of the only super slides I missed.
so a super slide is basically drop a bomb, roll into it, shield, pick it up, all with proper timing, and as you can see, it makes you go very, very fast.
The trick he was trying to do would have mega flipped into the water and then came out of it with the same speed. And that would have been the same speed as the super slide. It's called a Hess.
Okay, right there, I tried to switch my ESS angle, but I didn't.
Cancel it.
It was still good though. You got the ESS to help out.
Okay, this trick, I messed up.
This is called a pressure jump. Oh,
I don't know how he didn't go over, he just didn't.
Actually, wait, pressure jump saves more time in this running, so he has no hook shot, right?
Yeah.
Nice. That's actually really, I want to say tricky trick again, but
Tricky trick.
it is a tricky trick.
Yeah, it's pretty precise.
Okay, I sort of mashed slow right here at this text because, oh, why did I roll?
Can't match B.
Yeah, if you mash B, then you're gonna lose your, is it quiver or bomb drops? Or, quiver
No,
or
your
bomb
bomb
drop?
back goes to 20 or 30, I think, or 20. I don't.
Do you lose your quiver?
I don't know. Cosmo has to answer that.
I forgot exactly what happens, but you obviously don't wanna. You don't want to lose your bugs here.
Yeah, there's like one frame that if you press B on, then you're gonna lose it.
Alright, now it's a race against the clock, and the clock is very, very generous.
Yeah.
How much time do you have at the end? Like, over 2 minutes?
I don't think it's over. I don't know if it's over 2 minutes because I don't have the hook shot here.
Oh, yeah.
I have to do
Oh,
this.
right, yeah, I forgot.
I have to do this.
The boulder.
What's nice about going through Goron City and Death Run backwards is you don't have to watch the intro cutscenes. Like the first time you enter an area.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Elm was saying that my movement wasn't good enough in here. It doesn't make any sense.
That's a glitch.
What?
Nothing.
Are you gonna beat the boulder, Pokey? No, you just rolled into the wall.
I didn't roll into a wall.
Well, you almost did.
Oh.
You should use runner guy strat right there.
I didn't want to get hurt. I don't know.
I can get pretty... I mean, if I'm not beating the boulder, I'm right on top of it every time.
Right.
I don't really try to beat the boulder. Hey, runner guy, you're gonna be jealous of what I do here.
Dude, shut up.
Awesome.
House jump first try.
That's a pretty tricky trick. You have to.
Hey, look at me roll into the wall. Okay, right here. For some reason, the lady doesn't take the mushroom the first time, so it's faster if you just
You have to pull it twice. It's just some weird glitch. I don't know.
Yeah, for people that don't know, I messed up the hardest segment in the game by missing that jump to the roof.
and it
It's
was
like right at the end.
yeah.
Well, I think you would have been more angry if you did that and then you had to redo the run.
That's true, too. It's kind of good.
In case you didn't realize, no one ever finishes runs, which is why this is such a miracle that this is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Pokey deserves big credit here.
Yeah.
I've been
I
doing
know
this.
nobody else is gonna do this run.
I've been doing this run for 7 months.
Who's going to run?
Throughout
The old
changes.
strat here was to actually buy arrows, but Pokey's using a new strat that we figured out to get arrow drops.
I wouldn't have done it, but it's not time to watch this. This has made me just so depressed.
He's going for it again.
And guess what happened? How does that happen?
Oh.
That's
Man,
that's-
Then my angle's all
Dude,
messed
so
up.
close. So close.
My angle's all messed up right here.
At least you got the super slide.
I was like, just
Your angle's kind of wacky.
yeah, I know. ESS to victory.
Nice.
No.
And I try to change it again, and yeah. Okay, I'm pressure jumping again.
This little section of the run you kind of do twice, because you have
Yeah,
to go
it's
back
kinda-
and talk to the person.
You get double the practice.
Nice pressure jump. Pressure jumping is actually surprisingly hard, and he just got it 2 out of 3 times, which is really good.
Yeah. I do it like different than everybody else because most people stand up right beside where you jump, and I stand like so far away.
Whatever works.
Everybody Stalfos.
Okay, there's 43 minutes left in this video. But that's 11 minutes, or 11 to 13 minutes of the final
Let's-
cutscene. I recorded the whole final cutscene.
Yeah, we're talking through the final cutscene. You
Okay.
bet.
Oh god.
My angle's kind of whack here. As you can tell.
By the way, the run ends as soon as he delivers the final blow on Ganon, not at the end of the final cutscene. So,
I timed it. I don't know if it's good timing, but I timed it from the first frame I saw Link moving, and the first frame it showed the Ganon dying cutscene. And I got 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 54 seconds. But I don't know if that's good timing or not, but
Well, what were you aiming for just like a month ago? You were aiming for like 120.
yeah. And
Yeah, so that's a pretty good accomplishment.
I had to go down and get my hearts. And like 3 months ago, my Goal was 130. I was trying to do the side hop over the.
Wow.
Yeah.
We still find new glitches like weekly. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much stuff there is in this game. Like,
Okay,
the run you're watching here
this
is...
thing is cursed, just so you know.
Yeah, I hate this jump. It never works for me either. I don't understand.
Yeah, that jump's like really...
He's trying to skip blowing up the boulder, but it's not working out too well.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. There's no method of jumping on. I'd hate to end a segmented attempt because of that.
Nice super slide.
Okay, there's a trick here where if you mash B really fast and you're going to skip a little bit of the text for the magic, and it didn't work for me. How does that happen?
Dude, that text type will ruin your fucking dreams, dude.
I had that first. I had a little bit of bad luck, but it's all good.
The wall scuttle is just the hardest part of the run right there.
Okay, right here I'm gonna do the RBA glitch, and I'm gonna get the songs. I'm gonna get songs, and the ones I need are Zelda's Lullaby, which lets me get magic, and Prelude, which lets me warp back to the Temple of Time whenever I want to.
Are you gonna do a lot?
So because the poacher's saw is on C right, it's pointing to a certain memory address where the songs are stored, and he caught a bug which writes the value of the bug where the songs are, which is basically it hits a bunch of flags and turns them on. So now he can play this song right here, and he can warp.
Yeah.
Alright, so the reason you have to talk to this giant prostitute is because it's magic. And he needs magic to use light arrows, which he needs to kill Ganon. Door.
Yeah, and I still have to get arrow drops somewhere, which you'll see where I get them from. No spoilers, but you'll see where I get them from soon. Well, not really soon, but in like 20 minutes, I guess.
Pretty much the whole adult section is just setting up to be able to defeat Ganondorf and get the light arrows.
Skipping the light arrows is probably never going to happen, along with magic. But skipping those two items are kind of like the holy grail of this game. I personally don't see it ever happening, but this is pretty impressive how far we've come.
I don't want to see it happen.
Yeah, the run would be so degenerate if we didn't have light arrows.
Like, I don't want to see a single segment without getting hover boots and bomb shoes.
I do.
I don't.
I know Akrite's messing with trying to warp using grottos and like trick the game into dumping him right into the final Ganon battle as a kid. I don't think it'll ever happen, but
Good luck
it
equipping the
that
task
would
force
be a
with kids.
lighthouse.
Dude, if anybody can make it happen, Akira can make it happen.
My friend, I'm just gonna say his Master Sword cut or warping thing. My friend was wait, hold on. Okay, Swordless just PN'd me. Your run was amazing, very well done. I was very impressed with how many complicated tricks he pulled off and just general optimizations like side hopping. Happy face. But
Well
yeah,
deserved.
he was using cheats, and
Right there.
sorry, I was just reading what he said. He went through the from Goron City to Lost Woods, and he said he ended up in Gerudo Valley for some reason. Which at first I thought he was lying, but he might have had the Master Sword on B due to cheats. Right now.
I'm sure it's cheats only, though. I doubt we'll ever figure it out.
Another super slide. Super slide, how many frames do you have for it?
Like 6.
Yeah.
6, which is converts to 2 in real money, though, so it's like 2 frames.
Oh yeah, real frames, yeah. Okay, right here.
You
Right
got maybe
here, since it's single segment, I just paused real quick so I can change my angle.
Dude, you're on 64. Come on now.
Dude, I've never tried that before.
You never changed your angles in ESS?
No. I've done it I did it 3 times before this run. When I was practicing, I was doing ESS for Escape.
Pokey, you
Yeah,
need
that's
Majora's
fine.
Mask in your life.
very specific stick position, so it's a bit hard to change angles.
It's even harder for me because I'm in GameCube.
Oh yeah, don't even bother on GameCube.
Alright, now it's time to get across that bridge. This
He's
is a
gonna-
place.
This is the second super slot I miss. I don't know why, but I'm so used to doing the Spirit Temple scene. I'm used to pause. I'm used to pausing like right when I get the super slide. It's just a nasty habit.
Ground jump.
Yeah. And like right here, I wasn't sure if I got it yet or not because it looks exactly like the failed one.
Yeah, it does.
So
And there we go. Woo!
okay,
So, yeah.
right here. If you mash really fast,
It's
then
GG.
it'll freeze your game.
It's so I don't get it at all.
You guys are like telling me these glitches make sense.
Every glitch makes sense.
No.
Alright, so what he just... That bug drop right there gave him the Shadow and Spirit medallion. What that
Well, not the
basically...
drop did, the catch did.
Yeah, the catch of the bugs gave him the shadows. See, you can see the medallions
Oh
for a
crap!
second.
Why did I do that? Guess I thought that I was on the.
So now, when he plays the prelude, it's going to take him to the Temple of Time, but Zelda's going to show up because it thinks he beat all the dungeons. Because usually in like natural route gameplay, you're going to need to beat the fire, forest, and water temples in order to get into the Shadow Temple anyway, and to get to the spirit. And like the spirit one's left over, so they only checked for the 2 medallions. And using the bottle stuff, it's possible to get the 2 medallions, which causes this cutscene to happen.
Alright, so now comes another really long cutscene.
Yeah, this one's unexceptionally long.
Another 6.5 minute cutscene.
Yeah, the run's kind of broken up into 3 segments: the child segment, the adult segment, and the post light arrow segment.
This run is like almost 117. How much of it do you think is cutscene?
It used to be a lot before Zelda's Lullaby cutscene was skipped.
Yeah, thankfully we found out how to get bomb shoes from the well without Zelda's Lullaby.
It's time to go watch some TV.
That's what I always did. That's what I did when I was a kid.
What do you do? What do you do during like these cutscenes, Pokey? Do you just sit there and watch it?
Well, like half of it you don't need to mash, so I was talking on the chat for most of it. Like,
I think I actually caught the tail end of you talking. You were like saying, you're like nearing Ganon, you were asking if you should use a light arrow or something.
yeah, apparently I was had caps on, but I was too nervous to take it off, and I was like spamming.
Did Clyde Storm kick you?
He wasn't on, thankfully.
Alright, so... Yeah, it's a long cutscene. Want to plug for ZSR right now?
ZSR, nah.
We don't have to.
Like,
ZSR inside if you know what it is. Yeah. If you don't know what it is, I pity you.
yeah, a lot of people on SCA don't like ZSR because we were the let's kill those people from 448. For charity, of course, though.
Hey, we don't even share it.
Hey, only Annie and I are the ones who were mean there.
Hey, I was there, it's just my stream was bad.
Hey, I was there too, but my stream was worse.
No, did your stream work at all?
Like 1 frame a second.
My stream would work for like 5 seconds and then it would cut, then it'd go back on like 20 seconds later. And we ended up losing like 20 minutes because of me.
Pokey, you gonna main Majora's Mask after this?
I'm gonna maim some Donkey Kong for Game Boy.
What?
Donkey Kong for Game Boy.
You mean Donkey Kong for 64, right?
No.
Game is where it's at, dude.
Dude, the CF glitch doesn't work.
Yep, which works, it's just inconsistent. Yeah, we're talking about Donkey Kong 64, there is no CF glitch in this game.
Like, but it was so creepy the time that you told me, you said, I'll give you my CF clipping powers, and I got it my next try.
Huh.
If you didn't know, Ring Rush doesn't play this game. He just makes routes for it.
He should have read his intro that he wrote on the chat.
If you ever need a route for Ocarina of Time, you know who to look for.
If you ever need a route for any game, you know who to look for.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so just to talk about the people here. Cosmo, really good Ocarina of Time player. He discovered Forest Escape. A lot about RBA. That's his claim to fame. Say hi, Cosmo.
Hey, what's going on? That was
Beyond-
me, 2007, Forest Escape. Alright.
All right, Yano. He has the Majora's Mask run on Speed Demos Archive, single segment. If you've seen it. He's just an awesome person. He's good at Melee. So is Cosmo. And what else?
Giano's the best in the world at Majora's Mask.
Woohoo.
And he has the Twilight Princess world record, too.
No, nobody else plays Majora's Mask. If you're listening to this, go play it right now.
All right, we have Runner Guy, who is another extremely good Ocarina of Time player. He's working on the segment speedrun, and he is
Starting over again.
Runner Guy's the best.
Starting over again because we found new stuff. That happens every week.
Yeah,
Runner-
it does.
Runner Guy's the best around. Nothing's gonna ever bring him down.
and
I'm gonna
then
finish it this time.
and then there's me, who doesn't really do much with Ocarina of Time but make routes. But I've also have a Button Kaitos Origin speedrun, and I'm #1 and Sonic and the Secret Rings, two completely random games. So I'm not qualified to be here, but I'm here anyway.
Now you provide good commentary. It's all good.
Yeah, did you introduce me or no or what?
Yeah, you introduce yourself.
Just been.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Pokey.
Yeah, I'm Southern, so yeah, I get made fun of a lot, but I've been doing
Now
a
we
bunch
love
of
you.
Ocarina of Time speedruns. Been doing a bunch of ILs and. Then I was.
Pokey's like the best at like the really hard tricks.
Yeah, I do a bunch of TAS only tricks on console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Pokey, why did you quit the race yesterday?
Because I was bored out of my.
He's just like, I quit. I'm bored out of my mind.
Then I left.
What were you thinking, buddy?
Well,
Cosmo like destroyed all of us.
I
so
was
that's-
on
It's because you guys,
64.
you guys didn't know that you
Guys.
could skip the slingshot.
I was on N64. I had no chance.
Person. This stream is also commentary is being recorded by Annie Meowsers, who plays Mystical Ninja, a bit of Donkey Kong 64. He's pretty good.
And he's really good at Wind Waker.
He's
Yeah,
good at
He's really, really good at Wind Waker.
Okay. And then it's streamed by Zero, GX, or Twilight SDA, or Prince of Hyrule,
I know.
whatever you like to call him.
So yeah, thanks Annie Meowsers for recording this commentary, so viewers like you can listen to it. Because we have
Alright, here we go. We're back to gameplay now. And
Okay.
I believe Pokey is duping over the light arrows to get drops later.
Did the light arrow cutscene give him his Master Sword back?
No, he equipped
yeah.
it.
Okay.
I would have had one attempt. I had Ocarina on B somehow.
Because you had it on Right C as Chow.
Yeah, I don't know why I had it on right C since it's not necessary, but
Alright, so by duping over the light arrows, it actually put a bottle in his regular fairy bow slot, which enables drops, which he needs because he didn't buy them.
yeah.
enabled arrow drops.
Right.
He used RBA to get a quiver earlier in the run. So basically, now that he has a quiver and he has a bottle in the bow slot, the game thinks it's perfectly okay to give arrow drops, which he needs to use light arrows, which he needs to kill Ganondorf.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ganondorf's this big barrier that can only be taken out by light arrows.
It's not that big of a deal. It's like, oh no, we can only beat this game in an hour.
It's true. It's actually quite a miracle that all these things came together. Forest Escape, Dora Time Skip, and Reverse Puzzle Adventure to get all these items.
Yeah, it's just all luck.
Don't forget Triforce Mega Flip.
It's only the best trick in the game.
Well, besides a Pona slide, but
Oh, that's one.
You pulling a slide.
In case you didn't realize, viewers, these are joke tricks. Don't actually try them, or don't think they're.
Alright, so because he has light arrows and 2 medallions, the bridge shows up, which is very convenient.
which means he doesn't have to hover over the gap.
Alright, so we're in Ganon's castle now, and
Alright.
Please say
Ganon's
staircase.
This big right here is you can skip.
I don't
There's
staircase.
6 trials, basically, that kind of resemble the 6 medallions. But there's a way right here to skip it. This is a pretty old trick. A lot of people doing this might recognize this.
I think Manergees did this. I don't know.
What, you
I
doing
think
that?
Accurate on this, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, I think Manergees did this in a shrine.
Oh, right.
I didn't do the staircase method because, you know...
Yeah. Dude,
Six.
with Pokey staircase, it's really, really easy.
Now I have another trick named after me, what?
Yeah, the Pokey staircase.
Okay,
So-
Alright, so he was able to get out of that room without loading this room. And that big barrier is just an object which doesn't get loaded.
okay, you're about to get your mind blown right here. I'm not very good at quick spins on N64, but... So I just...
Charge up.
Nice.
Good shit. This is like pro gameplay right here.
Wait for it.
Oh yeah, you gotta remember, this is near the end of the run, and like he can die really easily. There,
Look
I
at
see
that.
it.
Look at that. Is your mind not blown?
Oh, he just got arrows.
I've never gotten
crazy.
arrows from Denalphos.
Yeah, there's a lot of rare drops in this game.
Ah. Crap.
Where were you gonna get the arrows from?
There's a...
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
pot.
pod in the boss room.
So this saves time back to get some Dinophos or Dinophos.
So he has 2 HP, and if you got hit by the Stalfos jump slash, that's game over.
Yeah. And if I get hit by the R Knuckles at all, it's game over.
Oh man. Oh my god.
No, you won't see anything until later on.
You've seen a lot of the run, he's crouched and then stabbed. Well, besides you being useful for instance sword glitch, crouch stabbing does as much damage as your last sword swing. So if you do a jump slash before and then crouch stab, your crouch stab will be as powerful as a jump.
I don't know
Right.
why I got that hard. I just felt insecure with 2 hearts.
Even though he's still dying one hit to everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
look at my crazy strats here.
Oh my god. What do you
If you
think,
get
bud?
so he just rolled in. Wow. Wow.
It's in a single second.
You can thank me later. Okay, right here, I stalled right here because he would Z-target the other dying one, so... And watch this.
So was that roll?
Oh
like,
my
2%?
god.
That is amazing.
I'm not gonna do both of them at the same time. I'm not good at that. It's too risky.
Yeah, that's really
That's not
good.
risky at all.
An hour into a run, of course you're not going to do both at the same time.
Hey,
You
possible
think-
improvements in the future.
If you think about how much stuff he's done up this point,
Ah.
it's insane.
Okay, this is where you would normally get arrow drops.
Yeah, there's some pots right here.
But he saved time by getting arrows from the Dinophos.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
I
one lucky thing you did get.
have some terrible luck at Ganondorf. Just gonna go ahead and say it.
Wait, I heard it differently.
No, I played tennis with him for a while.
That sucks ass. Wait, so you didn't jump to the center?
No, that's too risky.
It's late in the
That
run.
is risky. I can't do that strat.
I would never even think about doing that in single segment.
It's for all the money, dude. It's all or nothing, baby.
So you're supposed to have some kind of gauntlet right there, but you don't in this. So,
You're supposed to have gold.
Yeah, you'd have to have a gold.
you're supposed
Yeah.
to have a lot of stuff here by now, but I don't.
Yeah, the inventory's right there.
List some items he skipped. He skipped gold gauntlets, silver gauntlets, Requiem of Spirit. Let's see.
Every medallion.
You really
All
gonna
the
go
good
the rainbow?
Yes. The Bolero Fire, the Serenade, the Iron Boots. He skipped the Water Temple. He skipped, like, everything.
Boomerang.
He skipped the Slingshot. He skipped the regular bomb bag.
I skipped the Stone of Agony.
He skipped the Mirror Shield.
Boron bracelet.
Skipped the
He skipped Sardius Song.
adult
Yeah.
wallet.
So yeah, he skipped a lot of stuff.
Skipped. I don't know if he said spiritual stones or not.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
the 3 spiritual
Like,
stones.
Okay. I used.
And ironically, he skipped the Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Mirror Shield. You can pick up Root Stone, I think.
There's a lot. Let's just say that.
So he looks at the wall right there to reduce lag.
Okay, watch this. I hate it. Look how close I was to missing though. Why there were so many slashes that I thought I missed, but I barely got.
Come on, Ganondorf.
I mean, there's
Wow.
nothing you can do about this. I hate it.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's just luck.
Just gotta hope for the best.
This just cancel out your
God damn.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Look at that
damage.
lag. That lag's tasty.
N64.
Alright. Any single
3,
like
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
nice. It is really hard to single cycle him.
Yeah, the timing's very strict.
So he stored that jump slash with the Master Sword, it's 4 HP, and then 10 crouch stabs is 40 damage.
Oh yeah, look at that 1.0 blood.
Red blood.
Yeah.
Ganondorf, that's insane that he pulled off the single cycle this late into a run. So, wow. Big trick there.
It's pretty easy to mess up the timing there, especially after an hour.
Hour's not really that long.
Yeah, but just think of the child.
It was harder on TSA back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but TSA didn't have to do as much stuff. He didn't have to optimize movement because he just ran everywhere or rolled everywhere.
Dude, his rupee route was unmatched.
Basically an hour now is probably harder than 5 hours back in the day.
Yeah, it's true. Even with all
Yeah.
these skips, these skips aren't easy. Like doing them
The
all in a
hardest
run,
thing-
like the bomb shoot, teleport, hover boots, and all that. It's like really rough.
The hardest things in his run were probably the bosses.
Dude, his
You almost
Mongo
died
fight
to
was pretty good. I gotta give him props.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
Okay.
TSA Bongo fight.
I think this run will finally shut up all the people saying that Guano Bull is the greatest human ever.
Damn straight. He invented guano walking, and that's all that needs to be said.
I guano walk on purpose like 2 times in this run. I mean, I don't need a sidewalk. I don't need to change my angle or anything. So
Yeah, guano walking is pretty much the slowest form of movement besides
I'm-
rock.
There's always moonwalking.
before I got to the castle, before it turned night, or on the bridge before it turned night, I would moonwalk, and the style children would try to kill me.
Oh, he's running there, by the way, because he has to wait for Zelda anyway. So by backwalking and side hopping wouldn't save him any time.
And I'm using anti-lag strats.
Yeah, see upping against the bars.
Holding Z as much as possible.
When you're not looking at certain objects, the game doesn't think they exist in a way, so it's lag. Not lag.
Yeah, there's many instances where you can drop a bomb in front of like a boulder, and then look away from it, and it just doesn't explode. I mean, the bomb explodes, but the boulder doesn't go away. So it's like the boulder unloads to save the memory in the game.
Okay, you're gonna almost. I was so nervous when the Stalfos battle right here. I got so close to failing. Just watch. You won't believe it.
Yeah. The end of this
This
run
is the hardest fight in the game, probably. Two Stalfos.
With the boulders on the molten boulders on the
Yeah,
ground.
it's not even a joke. Like, this is the one enemy, if any, that they programmed really well.
Like they teamed up on me. I couldn't do anything but watch this crap. It's so unfair. Okay. One shield.
Oh my god.
You got kind of lucky there, buddy.
Oh,
That's not the only time that happened either.
Dude,
Wow, double team. Oh my
Look at that.
guys are deep.
fuck Ganondorf. They should have just put a bunch of Stalfos.
I mean, they're completely teaming up on me. It's not fair.
Out of every enemy in every Zelda game, this is probably the most powerful.
Magtails are pretty strong.
Yeah, Magtails and
I got hit once, but it's all good. And I got hearts just in case if I got hit by rocks or anything.
Yeah, fine. Cosmo, for readouts, you better use those Stalfos.
We just leave that room at the same.
yeah.
Or just paste that room in every dungeon. Nice.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. You're gonna see one of the most crazy parts of this run in a minute. Just how mind blown I was.
Yeah, at around
During the Ganon fight.
Yeah, it's during the Ganon fight. And you can probably imagine what happened.
Yeah, I can imagine too.
Yeah.
Ow.
CFG never attempted no major skips today. He said if I finished a single segment today, he would do it. And he just played.
FG's gonna do MST and we're gonna commentate that.
Oh, yeah,
He's gonna be like years before he does it though.
any run from now on, commentation team.
Yeah, this has got me hyped to do a new MM run.
Yeah, I think this is a really good team of commentary.
I
Yeah.
started
Shows
my.
I like these people.
I sent my quality test to SDA today because Pokey motivated me
Good shit.
just to run.
Poke is the group that holds us together.
Yeah, I am the life of that Zelda. Or Pound Zelda, whatever you want to call it.
At about this point, Pokey was spamming the IRC with capital letters about how well he was doing.
Pokey, how fast was your heart racing right now?
I'm not as fast as it is about to be. I'm so shot. I'm so shot.
Oh yeah, he still has one more glitch to do before the run's out.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's only got 4 bombs.
I got some major bomb drops here. I wish that.
So besides killing Ganon, who's viciously powerful, he still has to do one.
Okay. If you don't know what this is gonna do, you're gonna call Game Shark. In my opinion.
Game Shark.
Dude, I was so tempted to just skip the Mario cutscene, but it would mess up the commentation.
Huh.
Pokey, how did you finish the run with 3 hearts? Don't even understand.
I don't know.
Game Shark, obviously.
It's so funny how many YouTube comments are like, this is fake when they see like a crazy video, but like the only thing they're really concentrated on is like the fact that the guy has 3 hearts, which is like normally possible in regular gameplay. It's like, come on people, you can skip the heart and things.
Look at that.
Yep, that's a super
Only
slide.
missed 2 super slides on the whole run.
Alright, so like Link's like I guess you'd call it state is locked there during the super slide, and because of that the sword can't get knocked away. I mean, even though it does get knocked away during the cutscene, he actually keeps it.
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, if you let go of the shield right here,
And nothing in this game makes sense.
if you let go of the shield right here, then you'll end up ruining it. So my strat is to hold it with 4 fingers and pray for the best.
Hold it with
BC is probably impossible.
Yeah. I can't believe I wanted to do this run originally on VC. I would just be back walking through the field and then...
I remember ZFG was fighting Twin Rova once, and he was on a wave bird, and the thing like glitched out, and like Twin Rova hit him with a fire blast.
That happened to me one time in a race, and I had gotten Spirit Temple boss key skip first try.
Do not use wave birds. That's
Yeah,
the
wave
lesson.
birds are terrible.
Don't.
Alright, here goes the
Alright,
fight.
just roll right through the leg, hit the tail.
So I sword my jump slash. Oh, I think it's right here. Watch. I was about to run forward. Look at all those bump drops.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Alright, so basically Ganon is gonna one-hit KO you every time if you have 3 hearts. But you're invincible during the end of your roll. So Pokey happened to be rolling right there. Right?
Wow.
And he's using the slow safe strategy right now.
No,
The reason he's able to kill him so fast is because he has a Master Sword, which does a lot of damage. Even though it looks like the Master is also over there.
there's 2 of them. And on
Too bad you can't
1.0,
dual wield.
if you saved, and you didn't have the Master Sword, be right here. On version 1.0, you would go back to the Temple of Time and you'd be swordless.
Yeah, it's a classic glitch.
It's old school. Dude, right here I was like, okay, 3 more hits. And then I missed right there. Dude, just look at this crap. Okay, I'm kind of noobish right here.
Hell yeah.
I was
Fighting
running.
Ace.
I was already running towards him, so I was like, what the heck? My nerves can't take this anymore. Then right here, I was like, one more hit. And right here, I typed .done.
Not done.
Not quite yet. He has to do the last.
Well, I mean, yeah, whatever. I cheated.
You're like CFG.
Yeah, calling everything 2 minutes early. But yeah, as if she's never gonna finish this run.
You should submit the 315.
Yeah, I want to see that 315.
It's on his old computer, and his old computer's broken.
Oh, yeah, he never actually did it then.
Yeah, he's.
Alright, run over.
Yep, alright, that's when the timing stopped. And the time started as soon as the intro cutscene was finished and ended just there. So if you time it all out, according to Pokey, it's 1 hour, 60 minutes, and 54 seconds, which is an amazing time.
I did this run on Japanese a few months ago, and I got 1 hour and 21 minutes. And Japanese has a ton of advantages. The text is.
Much faster.
The only advantage in Japanese is faster text, so people think it's pretty lame to play on.
Dude, it's like 7 to 8 minutes. It was 7 to 8 minutes faster.
But
than
it's just
English. Yeah, but
entirely for the text. And here are all the stages you never actually free.
Yeah.
poor Cosmo.
Cosmo's like, sorry to break the news, but all the stages are dead.
That's my theory.
So yeah, it's Ocarina of Time, 80%, single segment.
Alright, you need to keep commenting until you end the video.
It was a pretty solid run through and through.
Yeah.
Some small hiccups, but that was it, really.
Yeah, well, the small hiccups are to be expected. Like, the only thing I can really think of as a time saver would be using a bomb chute to mega flip into the water after you leave Kakariko.
Staircase trial skip is the biggest time saver I noticed.
Saves like 10 seconds.
Yeah, that saves like 10 seconds, and I think the Hess would save about 10 seconds, maybe more.
The hiss was just to show off, but I ended up messing it horribly. What the? It's pretty. It doesn't seem like it, but I feel it's like stuff. It's like originated. Half the times I'll get it, half the times I won't.
Yeah, it's hard to see like where you could save any more like real time. We would need some sort of like crazy.
You could do the jump to the center on Ganondorf fight.
Oh yeah, that would actually save some good time, but it's risky.
Yeah, at the end of, after an hour and 10 minutes into the run, why would you risk something like that?
You could go for less bomb drops. You'd have to just be perfect with your bomb usage.
Yeah.
Just better than
Hit every super slide and don't mess up.
like that.
Just need better, like, super perfect gameplay for the entire thing.
Yeah.
hard though.
Like, I don't know about the pressure jumps, because I don't know how much time some of those bombs save. And like the rock slide bomb, super slide, that only saves like 4 seconds.
That's 4 seconds of awesomeness, though.
Yeah, I know, but like if you were trying to cut down on your bombs.
Yeah, skip 5 bombs maybe.
Yeah. I'm done with it. I don't care.
Yeah, that was an solid.
Yeah, it's up to the next person, whoever wants to tackle it.
This one's probably going to be up for quite a while, I imagine, because everybody's busy racing instead of doing runs.
Well, EX is gonna do it. Hey, wait, how do I have the Ocarina of Time?
Let's not talk about that guy. Okay.
Yeah, no one ever finishes Zelda runs anyway. So.
Yeah, it's so rare when we actually get a new run. Like if you look at SDA, what was the last one? Like before the door time skip was even found? Are you serious? That's like ridiculous.
Ancient. Yeah, so we have a lot of people capable of runs, but our standards are so high that we almost never actually do them.
Yeah, like people try, but we just can't finish them.
Especially because new tricks are being discovered in the middle of them.
Yeah, the
like
tricks killed
what
me.
was it? Just two nights ago was it when we found a really easy Bolero and Minuet cutscene skips?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just like 2 nights ago we found that. So who knows what will happen tomorrow?
Light arrow skip, as if. Oh, by the way, his name is A because it saves time, not because his actual name is A. 4 starts with A.
Yeah. I've like so motivated runner guy lately to do segmented.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna get started on that tomorrow.
The mega flip.
Work on that segment 1.
Yeah.
Segment 1's too hard. I don't know.
I
Those
know, I
blue
gotta
boxes, dude.
Honestly, the biggest thing I'm looking forward to now would be the Medallions Stones Trials run. Single
Yeah.
segment.
Seriously, ZFG should finish that.
He's not.
ZFG's working on it, but
No, he's not. He's playing Mario Galaxy right now.
now he's playing Mario Galaxy 2, and we don't know. He'll,
And right when that finished, right when he's done with that, he's gonna play the new Metroid game.
Metroid, yeah.
Metroid
So, MST, by the way, which is what we're talking about now, is where you'll see this game again, only actually beating all the temples, unlike Pokey.
Yeah, you would beat the eight temples, and you would not do the trial skip in Ganon's castle. Also, you would not do the memory manipulation with the bottles.
It's like complete opposite and entertainment. Like, it's completely entertaining to the entire run. Opposite of this one.
Yeah.
Like this is like the pure speed run where you just like you just break apart the game, and there's a lot of hard stuff, but you miss out on a lot of cool other stuff you can do because the run's so
In
short.
pretty much every dungeon, there are tricks to save time, like large tricks. For instance, Water Temple, the thing that kills so many people who are bad at this game, is finished in about 3 to 4 minutes. And just in every dungeon, there's a lot of tricks. So,
Fire Temple is least broken, I think.
yeah, if that run ever goes out, make sure to watch it.
And that would replace Kazooie's run right now, which is still pretty relevant. But we could cut off an hour.
What's his time converted to NTSC?
It's
About
like
4
4
hours.
or something.
It's like, yeah, about 4 hours.
I think. And then ZFG's run's going to be like 312. So,
Yeah, 312 is the goal right now.
Okay.
I'm thinking sub 3 would be like the holy grail.
Kazooie's is 356, and ZFG's aiming for 312. So,
Yeah, he had a 315, but his computer just happened to mess up and he can't submit it.
He wasn't happy with it, even though I was.
Yeah, we've never seen it because he never showed it, but we all like the time and he doesn't.
He cut out the Jabu section and posted it.
Oh
on
yeah,
YouTube.
he did.
Our theory is that he doesn't even own Ocarina of Time. He just gets his little sister to play for him.
he buys videos off the internet.
He just TAS's everything.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Speaking of TASs, the Japanese TAS of this game is very poor quality. Don't think it's the game optimized to the limit, because it's not. You can probably save 5 minutes off of that. So, just warning those.
Just in the Dampy race, you could probably take off like 30 seconds. I don't
Dude,
know.
they accepted Guano's run, so don't be surprised that they accepted that one.
That's true.
Dude, if Iguana listens to this, he's gonna kill you.
Dude, I don't care. Just watch Guano's rupee route, and you'll be endlessly entertained.
Just watch how he reads this text really slow.
Yeah. Oh god. So good.
Are
Alright.
the real good task guys working on it now?
I heard they are.
So look out for the new TAS soon.
Yeah, by Bloob, aka and Swordless Link.
Yeah, I think Swordless Link is gonna upload this run.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he PN'd me like when we were commentating saying he would.
We heard.
No, you didn't. Stop lying.
Alright. Just 'cause I never got to use this during the run, I just had to. Was waiting for that bad time to come and it never did.
Oh, there's still 2 minutes and 40 seconds left.
All these credits showing all these places in the game that you didn't really go to.
Yeah.
Showing all these sages you didn't save.
Yeah. Hi, Andy.
What's
Hi.
up, Andy?
This is Annie Meow, the person who was recording the audio.
You can't hear Andy, but he's definitely talking right now.
Really. All right, so some guy you can't hear is talking, and we're having a conversation with him.
We're not crazy.
He's one who found out there was daking nuts in the bottom of the well, which used to be helpful.
Yeah, back in the day.
Well, it's useful.
What are you guys talking about? I still use that in my races.
Nah, dude, pause buffer it all day.
I try not to pause buffer many stuff, but
So now, what is the timeline split? What's going on here?
Yeah, dude, and this is what causes all like the millions of arguments on game FAQs.
in my opinion, it goes Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, Wii Sports.
Wait, you.
We Sports.
I think we're all for Ocarina in the timeline.
All right, I guess we're signing off now.
No, we gotta listen to Barrel Beat.
Dude,
Yeah, put on people beat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this is Cosmo. You guys should sign off, I guess.
I doubt anybody's still listening.
Yeah.
the goods were definitely hit.
Yeah, Gianno.
I accept. I'm not a verifier, but I accept.
Yeah, they should definitely be accepted, like, for sure.
I thought that Gianna would be all like, you missed a super slide redo.
I was pretty frustrated, but I can look past it.
So, Gianno, I hear you're going to do a sub 2 Majora's Mask run. Can you
I
tell
already
us about
did.
it?
Pretty
Even
good.
though-
It's not an SDA, though.
We're gonna do even better though, so just look out for that.
And
10 seconds, maybe.
Whenever you want, dude.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
good
just-
job, Pokey. It was a good run.
Yeah, thanks.
job, I'll miss you all. Okay.